Hello YouTube, and welcome to the inaugural episode of BearToast, a show about a gamer gaming for other gamers, if that makes any sense. In more layman's terms, I, your host BearToast, will just be playing games and exploring what it is to be a gamer and playing these games. I'm not going to go into really abstract things unless they happen somewhere on mine. It's really just going to be me and the game, or me and some associates in the game, and having fun and seeing what we see and complaining about each other and complaining about gaming in general. And you're going to hear some good and some bad and some ugly. But we'll get into that more in a bit. Let's go ahead and start out with the game. For this opening intro episode, which will be shorter than most of the rest, decided that Rogue Legacy is the game of choice. A fun little roguelike hack and slasher where you're going into a castle to try and avenge your king's death and explore the mystery about what actually caused it. Now, I'm going to be playing on New Game Plus, just because I happen to have beaten this game once or twice before, and I want to be able to not worry about the game while I'm hoping to have an in-depth conversation, or at least discussion with you, and to the point this will be a discussion. So first off, let me choose a character. I think a giant ninja makes perfect sense for this inaugural episode of BearToast. So first off, let me just pick up a rune. Oh yeah, all the runes are unlocked. How about that? Beat the game twice. Oh man, that would be tricky. Anyways, so back to game. This is BearToast. I am a gamer. I've been gaming for the better part of 6 to 8 years. My first game console, I had a NES, and I loved every minute of it. My first real game, did the Mario thing. My favorite first game was Kirby Nightmare and Dreamland. It was so much fun playing Blow Puffball. Me and my siblings roaming around, and that was something that my family and I did for the most part, or at least my siblings. What's great is we made it to the point where, as we developed, I was a Nintendo child for so long, got an N64, had a GameCube for a little while, and then I shifted over to the Sony device, and finally to the PC, the PC Master Race, as some like to call it. And I'm not saying that's where I stick around, because I very much am a console gamer. It just depends on what style of game I want to play. So, and that's the thing. My gaming style, if you look at my repertoire, if you find me on the Steams, is, everything from first-person shooter like Borderlands to big epic long games like Fallout and Skyrim and stuff like that. I'm a big storyteller. It has to be fun. It has to be immersive. That's what I want to do, and that's what I'm hoping to share with you as BearToast. The other thing with BearToast is it's not always just going to be gaming. Part of the culture of gaming is getting together with all of your friends, of course, and lo and behold, playing a game. So I have a large variety of friends who give me way too many games for my own good, and so I'm going to attempt to get them involved. And for the most part, a lot of them have been involved with some facet or other, whether it's just recommending me games to start, to helping work on this channel. The artwork that you've seen, my fun little bear symbol and my bear symbol for my Steam profile, all that good stuff, is the work of a very close friend of mine, and she's going to continue to work. So eventually we'll get that introduced, and you'll learn all about that wonderful woman. Otherwise, the other main aspect of the game is, like I said, we're going to be playing these big, expansive, and immersive games, if at all possible. I want it to be fun for you to see what the gamer thinks of when he's going through, and by no means do I think myself, every gamer is not going to think of me. If every gamer thought like me, it would be a very boring world. That being said, I like to think of myself as a relatively out of the game at the same time, so, what do we see from, the choice that we're making in game, or how might it affect what's going on later on in the game? So, it'll be everything. I might play some Mass Effect, I might play something like this, and just look at the final little details of why the hell I like to explore every single little room, completionist at times, and little anything like this, like to tickle that fancy, if you will. The other aspect I want people to realize is I am new to the YouTube. This is a culmination of people doing requested long and hard for me to make something like this, or when I just walked up to some of my friends, they promptly called me all manner of improper and rude names I'm not going to repeat on the internet right now, and said, okay, now make it, and when you're done, make sure that we can see it. Very supportive once again. So, this is a video, at least in its creation, was a video for them, and then, you know, expanding it out to other people, and they're hoping that I get all famous and do good stuff. The one big thing I want people to realize is, even though I may have said that I want to beat as many games as possible, if someone walks in and says, okay, I want to beat the game that is sitting in front of me if I can, of course, I'm not going to let's play. I'm not going to say, okay, this is the corner that we need to go to. You need to jump up right here and float for the 5 seconds and hope that, you know, whoever's not going to sprout out to, or so you can get the epic weapon. No, it's not what I'm going to do. A lot of the games that I'll be playing are games that I either just enjoy playing and I don't care to be super anal about doing everything, or they're games that I've never seen before. One of the first games is just a gift from my artist friend who he and someone else got it for my birthday celebration, and they wanted me very much to play it, but they couldn't be nearby when I was, so I decided that this was the best way to do it. So it'll be a lot of, okay, so what's going to happen with BearToast? Why is he making these choices? What's going on? And I'm hoping to make it as fun as possible. Now, quick disclaimer, there will be some less than civil conversation. Some of my friends are just goofs, and I interact into the situation and get nasty and vulgar sometimes, and that happens. I will try my best sometimes to make people aware when that's going to happen, but most of the time people won't care. I understand that, you know, it's part of the lifestyle, it's part of the community. Other aspects that I need to be worried about is just that I am only human. I actually have a real life duties, a job or two. I'm going to school still, while being an adult. You know, all of this stuff is very important. So while I'm going to work very hard to make sure people are enjoying me as BearToast, some of my first priorities will sometimes just be making sure, you know, I'm surviving life. So if it slows down, I apologize. I'll make sure I get out as much as possible. At least these initial stages, don't expect too much from me as far as content for the next little bit, just because we're still working out the finer kinks of the YouTube and the video recording software and all that good stuff. I'm working off an old headset right now that I have a much better one pegged up to come in, so it'll be a combination of things that I hope to enjoy for you all. Now, please like, comment, subscribe. I want to share this experience with all of you, and you know, I'm more than willing to jump in and game with people, so if you want to have that experience. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching this opening video. The first full video for the first full game will drop by the end of October. In honor of a bit of a more horror-y aspect thing, we'll be looking at that first game like I mentioned about earlier. I look forward to seeing you all there, and please, please, please continue gaming and enjoy gaming, and for the love of gaming, share your hobby because it's very important. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time, and this has been BearToast.